This is the 8th annual. 7 years ago, we looked around the Beltway, and you know, there's a lot of events that happen for nonprofits in this area, and we were trying to find a group that was unrecognized. And we stumbled upon the idea that the medics and the corpsmen who are doing heroic things on the battlefield in two fronts at that time were not recognized at all for the 45,000 wounded warriors that we have survived these two conflicts. So we chose at that time, the board chose to create this event around the medics and the corpsmen of all the services. And we have a great partnership with all the military services, and they actually select the medic or corpsman that they think represents the integrity and patriotism and sacrifice and heroics that represent the entire group of corpsmen and medics for the service. So they choose them for us. The 5 that we have here tonight were all chosen by their services. And it's our opportunity to fill the room with other medics and corpsmen, young families who probably wouldn't otherwise get a night out at the Four Seasons. And we can show them in that small way how we appreciate what they've done for us. One day at the office, and I came across that idea that, in fact, it was probably something on the front page of the news about a wounded warrior, and we thought, you know, what about the corpsmen and medics that are doing these heroic things on the battlefield? Let's pick that group. And it's also a sweet spot for us because our mission is to serve junior enlisted families, and for the most part, 99% of the kids we have here tonight are all junior enlisted families, and that's our sweet spot.
Now, as you know, the colloquial form of address for a hospital corpsman or a combat medic is Doc, which is a hard-earned sign of respect. Let me tell you, not just anyone can be the Doc. It takes a lot of dedicated training and hard work. Corpsmen and medics and their battlefield capabilities have come a long way since the days of our first military hospitals and ambulance corps. Injuries sustained in combat during the Revolutionary War resulted in about a 60% survival rate. Survival rates for those wounded during the Korean and Vietnam Wars increased to about 75%, but that was only a 15% improvement over a 200-year span of time. But the last 12-plus years of war in Iraq and Afghanistan have taught us to focus our efforts on the Platinum 10, providing new kinds of medical care within the first 10 minutes of injury, and of course beyond. Today, if you're wounded in combat, thanks to these wonderful men and women, there's a 92% chance that you're going to survive, the highest number in the history of warfare. We're very grateful for this, but it's the faces behind the care that our wounded warriors ultimately recognize as their lifesavers, the heroes of our heroes. Most of us have seen the outcome of that kind of heroism firsthand at the Walter Reed, Fort Belvoir, and San Antonio, and many other places. And I'm sure that if you were to ask these people who they credit with saving their life or the life of their loved one, the answer would not surprise you. The first person who administered care, that angel on the battlefield. Tonight we celebrate 5 of those angels, some of whom were themselves wounded or injured, and all of whom did what they were trained to do instinctively and under extraordinary circumstances.
I'm humbled every time I meet these guys because, you know, I did 31 years in the Navy and never ever did half the things that they've done in their short term in the military. So, yeah, it's a special group. You know, we have a Bronze Star winner with Valor that put his life on the line to save one of the Afghans that he was working with in the war, and shielded that guy with his own body from bullets, was pretty severely wounded. So it's those types of stories that humble you when you look at what they've done at such a young age.